In the heart of a bustling city, we meet our protagonist, Mia, a talented but overlooked graphic designer. She sits at her cluttered desk in a small studio, surrounded by sketches that reflect her dreams yet remain unfulfilled. As she stares at her computer screen, the clock ticks ominously towards an impending deadline for an important client, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that could catapult her career. The weight of expectation hangs heavily in the air. Just as Mia begins to pour her creativity into her work, her phone buzzes with a message from an unknown number. Curiosity piqued, she opens it to find a cryptic text, "I know what you did." Confused and slightly unnerved, she brushes it off as a prank. But as the minutes pass, the message lingers in her mind, feeding her anxiety and distracting her from her task. Suddenly, the lights flicker, and a shadowy figure appears outside her window. Heart racing, Mia dismisses it as an overactive imagination, blaming it on the stress of the looming deadline. Yet, her instincts scream that something is off. Fueled by equal parts fear and determination, Mia decides to step outside for fresh air. Outside, she encounters an enigmatic stranger who seems to know far too much about her life. He hints at secrets from her past that she thought were buried long ago. This encounter sets off a chain reaction of events that will test Mia's resolve and challenge everything she thought she knew about herself. As she returns to her desk, adrenaline coursing through her veins, Mia realizes that this day is not just about meeting a deadline, it's the beginning of an adventure filled with twists that will change her life forever. The stage is set for a story brimming with intrigue and unexpected turns. As Mia paces her studio, trying to shake off the unsettling encounter, she receives an unexpected knock on her door. Hesitant, she opens it to find a tall figure shrouded in a long coat and dark sunglasses, despite the fading daylight. The visitor introduces himself as Alex, an art consultant with a reputation for discovering hidden talent. His presence is magnetic yet enigmatic, and Mia can't shake the feeling that he knows more than he's letting on. Alex steps into the cluttered space, his gaze sweeping over her sketches pinned to the wall. "You have an eye for detail," he remarks, his voice smooth but laced with something unidentifiable. "But there's more to your story than just artistry." Mia feels a chill run down her spine. How could he know anything about her beyond what he sees? Intrigued yet wary, she invites him to sit down. As they talk, Alex reveals that he's been following her work and believes she's on the brink of a breakthrough. He mentions a prestigious exhibition where only select artists are showcased, an opportunity that could launch her career into the stratosphere. However, there's a catch. Alex implies that gaining entry requires not just talent but also the willingness to confront one's past. His cryptic words unsettle Mia further. She senses that Alex is not simply a well-meaning consultant, he holds secrets tied to her life. As their conversation unfolds, Mia feels an inexplicable connection to him, mixed with an undercurrent of mistrust. There's something about his piercing eyes that suggests he carries heavy burdens of his own. This mysterious character becomes a catalyst for Mia's journey, pushing her to confront both her artistic ambitions and the shadows lingering from her past. Each word he speaks seems to weave a web of intrigue, pulling Mia deeper into a narrative fraught with unexpected twists and revelations waiting just around the corner. As Mia continues her conversation with Alex, the air between them thickens with anticipation. He leans closer, lowering his voice as if sharing a secret. "You're not just a gifted artist, Mia. Your past is intertwined with something much larger than you realize." Intrigued yet apprehensive, Mia presses for clarity. "What do you mean? What past?" Alex hesitates, his eyes darting around the room as if ensuring they are alone. "There are things you've buried deep within you, secrets that could change everything. Your art reflects those experiences, whether you acknowledge them or not." Before she can respond, he pulls out a worn envelope from his coat pocket and slides it across the table. "This is for you. It's a piece of information that could unravel everything you think you know." With trembling hands, Mia opens the envelope to find an old newspaper clipping featuring a photograph of a young girl, her younger self, standing next to a woman who looks strikingly familiar. The headline reads, "Local Artist Disappears Mysteriously." Her heart races as she realizes the woman is her mother, who vanished from Mia's life years ago under troubling circumstances. "Why do you have this?" she gasps, her mind racing with questions. "Because I was drawn to your art long before I knew your name," Alex replies, his gaze steady. "Your mother was involved in a world of artistic deception and betrayal. And now, it seems her secrets are surfacing again through you." The revelation hits Mia like a tidal wave. Not only has she been grappling with her ambitions and new opportunities, but now she must confront the shadows of her childhood. A past she thought was behind her is now back in stark focus. This twist propels her into an emotional whirlwind, pushing her to seek answers about her mother's disappearance and the truth buried beneath layers of her own creativity. With newfound determination, Mia knows she must unravel this mystery before it consumes her entirely. With the revelation about her mother still echoing in her mind, Mia finds herself in a whirlwind of emotions. Determined to uncover the truth, she leans on the relationships around her, but the tension in her life begins to mount. Her best friend, Jenna, notices the change in Mia's demeanor. "You've been distant lately. What's going on?" Jenna presses, concern etched across her face. Mia hesitates, unsure how much to reveal. She knows Jenna will support her, but sharing the weight of her past feels daunting. Instead, she deflects, claiming work stress and the pressure of the upcoming exhibition. As days pass, Mia grows closer to Alex, drawn to his mysterious aura and insightful perspectives on art. They spend hours discussing creativity and inspiration, yet an unspoken tension hangs between them, an electric charge that makes each interaction feel loaded with potential. Mia senses that Alex knows more about her than he lets on, and this duality both intrigues and frustrates her. Meanwhile, as Mia delves deeper into her mother's past, she discovers a hidden network of artists who were part of a secretive collective, a group that thrived on deception and manipulation. She reaches out to a former member, an older artist named Victor, who warns her to tread carefully. "The past has a way of catching up with us," he cautions cryptically. His words linger in her mind as she grapples with the implications of what she's uncovering. Tension escalates further when Jenna confronts Mia again, sensing something is amiss. "I'm your friend. You can't keep shutting me out," she insists. This confrontation forces Mia to confront not only her fears but also the risk of losing those closest to her while pursuing the truth about her mother. Caught between loyalty and ambition, Mia realizes that navigating these relationships is just as complex as unraveling the mystery surrounding her family's past. Each connection holds potential for support or betrayal, adding layers of intrigue to her journey as she strives for clarity amidst the mounting chaos. As Mia dives deeper into her mother's past, she faces an overwhelming dilemma that complicates her journey. On one hand, the opportunity to showcase her work at the prestigious exhibition looms ever closer, promising a chance to finally break free from her obscurity. On the other hand, the secrets she's uncovering about her mother and the shadowy world of the artist collective weigh heavily on her conscience. One evening, after a long day of research, Mia returns home to find Alex waiting outside her studio. His presence brings both comfort and confusion, igniting a whirlwind of conflicting emotions within her. "I've been thinking," he says, his voice steady but filled with intensity. "You need to decide what you want. Is it your art or the truth about your mother?" Mia's heart races as she grapples with his words. The pressure to succeed in the upcoming exhibition is immense. It represents not just a career breakthrough but also a chance to prove herself to those who have doubted her. Yet as she learns more about her mother's involvement in the collective, an involvement that may have been rife with deceit, she feels an undeniable pull towards uncovering the truth. That night, Mia lays awake, wrestling with her thoughts. Does she pursue her artistic ambitions at the cost of digging up painful family secrets? Or does she risk everything to confront a past riddled with betrayal and loss? The stakes feel impossibly high as she realizes that each choice could alter the course of her life forever. The next day, while preparing for a meeting with potential gallery owners, Mia receives another unsettling message, a warning from Victor urging her to abandon her investigation before it's too late. Torn between loyalty to her artistic dreams and a growing sense of responsibility towards her family's legacy, Mia knows she must make a choice. The path she takes could either lead to liberation or entrapment in a cycle of deception that has haunted her family for generations. With uncertainty swirling around her like a storm, Mia steels herself for the decision ahead. As the exhibition date approaches, Mia feels a mix of anxiety and anticipation. She has decided to focus on her art, believing it to be her best chance at moving forward. However, the nagging thoughts about her mother's past refuse to fade. In a moment of clarity, she resolves to confront her family's history after the exhibition, determined to chase her dreams first. On the day of the gallery meeting, Mia arrives early, her heart pounding with excitement and nerves. As she sets up her pieces, she catches sight of Alex across the room. He seems engrossed in conversation with another artist, but there's something in his demeanor that makes Mia uneasy. The way he gestures and leans in too closely raises a red flag. Just as she prepares to present her work, Mia overhears snippets of their conversation. "You shouldn't have let her get this far," Alex says quietly, his tone urgent. "We need to act before it's too late." Confusion washes over Mia as she realizes that his intentions may not be as altruistic as she believed. With a sudden rush of adrenaline, she approaches them. "What are you talking about?" she demands, feeling both betrayed and furious. Alex turns, his expression shifting from surprise to something more guarded. The other artist quickly excuses themselves, leaving an awkward silence hanging in the air. "Mia, I can explain," Alex starts, but before he can finish, Mia interrupts him. "You've been hiding something from me. What do you really know about my mother?" In that moment, Alex's facade cracks. "It's not what you think," he admits reluctantly. "Your mother was involved in things that could threaten your life if you dig too deep. I was trying to protect you." The weight of his words crashes over Mia like a tidal wave. The trust she had built with Alex shatters as the realization sinks in. He knew more than he let on and had been playing both sides all along. The stakes have risen dramatically. Now not only is her future at risk, but so is her safety. With this revelation, Mia must decide whether to confront Alex or retreat into the shadows of her past once more, a decision that could alter everything she thought she understood about those closest to her. With the tension between Mia and Alex palpable, the air crackles with unresolved emotions. Mia feels a surge of anger and betrayal, her heart racing as she grapples with the enormity of what he has just revealed. "You were supposed to help me. Instead, you've been keeping secrets that could endanger my life," she snaps, her voice trembling. Alex steps closer, urgency in his eyes. "Mia, please listen. There are forces at play here that you don't understand. Your mother's disappearance isn't just a family tragedy, it's linked to a web of deception and danger that could swallow you whole if you dig too deep." Before Mia can respond, the gallery doors swing open, and a group of well-dressed patrons enters. The atmosphere shifts from intimate confrontation to professional chaos as Mia attempts to refocus on her artwork. But the shadows of doubt loom large in her mind. With each moment that passes, she feels the weight of choices pressing down on her. As she prepares to unveil her pieces, a sudden commotion erupts at the back of the gallery. Victor bursts through the crowd, his face pale with urgency. "Mia! You need to leave now," he shouts, scanning the room anxiously. Confusion ripples through the attendees as Mia's world tilts on its axis. "What are you talking about?" she demands, but Victor's eyes are locked on Alex. "The collective knows you're here," Victor explains breathlessly. "They want to silence anyone who threatens to expose them." Mia's heart races as realization dawns. She is now entangled in a dangerous game far beyond her understanding. With Alex's warnings echoing in her mind and Victor's urgency fueling her adrenaline, she must make a choice: confront the hidden enemies lurking in the shadows or flee into obscurity once more. In that moment, every connection she has made flashes before her eyes: the art she's poured her soul into, the friendships she risks losing, and the truth about her mother that demands to be revealed. Summoning all her courage, Mia steps forward into the fray, determined to confront whatever lies ahead and reclaim not only her future but also the legacy of her past. The climax is upon her, and she knows there is no turning back now. As the chaos unfolds in the gallery, Mia's heart pounds in her chest. With Victor urging her to escape, she feels the weight of her decisions pressing down on her. But instead of running, she stands her ground, determined to uncover the truth once and for all. Suddenly, Alex steps forward, his expression shifting from concern to resolve. "You can't run from this, Mia. They'll find you." Mia locks eyes with him, searching for any hint of sincerity. "Then help me," she says fiercely. Just as Alex opens his mouth to respond, the lights flicker ominously, plunging the gallery into darkness for a split second. Panic surges through the crowd, and when the lights return, a figure stands at the entrance, a woman who looks strikingly familiar. Mia's breath catches in her throat as she recognizes her mother, looking older but unmistakably alive. The gallery gasps collectively, disbelief echoing through the room. "Mom?" Mia whispers, emotions swirling within her. Her mother strides forward with an air of authority that commands attention. "I know you have questions," she begins, her voice steady but trembling with emotion. "But right now, we don't have time for explanations." Before Mia can react, a loud crash interrupts them as a group of men burst through a side door. The atmosphere shifts from stunned silence to heightened tension in an instant. Her mother turns to face them, revealing a hidden strength that surprises Mia. "Mia, you need to trust me," she says urgently. "I faked my disappearance to protect you from the very people who are here tonight." The revelation hits like a thunderbolt. Everything Mia believed about her mother's past has been turned upside down. The truth is more complex than she imagined. Her mother was not just an artist but also a key player in a dangerous game she had tried to shield Mia from. With newfound clarity and determination igniting within her, Mia understands that this moment is not just about facing danger but about reclaiming her family legacy and forging a path toward authenticity in both art and life. The final twist reshapes everything. What began as a quest for personal success transforms into a battle for truth and connection that could redefine their futures forever. With this realization echoing in her mind, Mia takes a deep breath and prepares to confront the threats looming ahead alongside her mother. As the confrontation escalates, Mia and her mother stand side by side, a united front against the chaos unfolding in the gallery. The men who entered with hostility quickly assess the situation, their expressions shifting from aggression to cautious calculation. Mia feels a surge of empowerment as her mother's presence bolsters her resolve. "Stay back," her mother commands, projecting a strength Mia had never fully recognized before. "This ends now." The intensity in her voice draws the attention of everyone present, including Alex, who watches with a mix of admiration and concern. In that charged moment, Mia realizes that her mother's disappearance was not just a protective instinct but part of a larger strategy to dismantle the very forces that threaten their family. With adrenaline coursing through her veins, she steps forward alongside her mother. "We won't be silenced anymore," she declares, her voice steady despite the turmoil around them. The men exchange glances, uncertainty flickering in their eyes. Her mother's assertiveness seems to unsettle them, revealing cracks in their bravado. Seizing the opportunity, Victor steps in to support them. "You're outnumbered," he warns the intruders. "This isn't just about your threats anymore, it's about justice for what you've done." The tension reaches a boiling point as the intruders weigh their options. Faced with an unexpected alliance and the possibility of exposure, they retreat, recognizing that this confrontation may not end in their favor. As they disappear into the crowd, Mia feels a rush of relief wash over her. With the immediate danger dissipated, Mia embraces her mother tightly, tears streaming down her face. "I thought I lost you forever," she whispers. Her mother holds her close, whispering words of reassurance that heal old wounds. In the aftermath of the confrontation, Mia steps back into the gallery filled with renewed determination. She takes center stage once more, ready to showcase her art, not just as a reflection of her journey but as an anthem for truth and resilience. As she unveils her pieces to an audience captivated by both artistry and story, Mia understands that she has reclaimed not only her family legacy but also her identity as an artist. The conflicts may have resolved for now, but a new chapter awaits, a chapter where she stands tall, unafraid to confront whatever challenges lie ahead with her mother by her side and a community that supports their fight for truth. As the gallery buzzes with excitement and curiosity, Mia stands at the center, surrounded by her artwork, a culmination of her journey filled with struggles, revelations, and newfound strength. The audience is captivated not only by the beauty of her creations but also by the profound narrative woven into each piece. Every brushstroke tells a story of resilience, love, and the pursuit of truth. With her mother by her side, Mia feels an overwhelming sense of fulfillment. The fear that once gripped her heart has transformed into a fierce determination. As she addresses the crowd, her voice is steady and powerful. "Thank you for being here today," she begins, her eyes scanning the faces that reflect both admiration and support. "This isn't just an exhibition, it's a testament to reclaiming our stories." The applause erupts, echoing through the gallery as Mia continues to speak about the importance of vulnerability in art and life. She shares snippets of her journey, her mother's disappearance, the shadows of the collective, and how confronting those truths led to their reunion. The audience leans in, enraptured by her authenticity. In that moment, Mia realizes that she has created not only a platform for her art but also a safe space for others to share their own stories. As people approach to discuss her work, many reveal their struggles with family secrets and personal challenges. These connections breathe new life into Mia's passion for art, igniting a spark within her to advocate for others who have faced similar battles. Later that evening, as the gallery empties and the lights dim, Mia and her mother sit together amidst the remnants of success. "I'm so proud of you," her mother whispers, emotion lacing her words. They embrace tightly, feeling a profound bond that had been tested but ultimately strengthened through adversity. With fresh hope blossoming in their hearts, they make plans to continue their fight against the shadows of their past. Together, they will forge a path forward, one filled with creativity, courage, and an unwavering commitment to truth. As Mia looks around at her artwork glimmering under the soft lights, she knows this is just the beginning. The story doesn't end here, it evolves into something greater. With determination lighting her way, she steps confidently into an exciting future where both art and family can thrive in harmony.